there. So in today's video, I'm showing how I made this hat for my white blood cell cosplay. And that's White Blood Cell from one of my favorite, cutest animes. I love it so much, Cells at Work. It was pretty simple in terms of using the Cricut machine to do this. Without a Cricut machine, the way I've done it before with my old hat was I used acrylic paint to paint it, but I didn't have a steady hand, so I decided to do it over with the Cricut. Without using a Cricut machine, you can cut into the design on a piece of heat transfer vinyl. It'll just be a little harder, and you'll have to be very creative about how you get it into the vinyl.
As you can see, this mat has been through a bit of a lot. I'm gonna use this one right now just because I can't find my vinyl mat. This is a fabric mat. It's made for fabric grip, but like I said, I cannot find the vinyl mat right now. So, taking my vinyl. This is heat transfer vinyl, Cricut brand. You do not have to buy the Cricut brand. You can get a variety pack of multiple colors on Amazon. Oh, I put it upside down. Don't do that. It needs to be shiny side down. I'm just gonna tape it at the sides here. I don't want any shifting of any sort. Use this painter's tape and just make sure it is secure. My cat is on the table. All up in my business. Okay. Done. Now that we're all set, I also advise not having your cat here while doing all this. They like to mess with it. Right, y'all? That's what you like to do. And we're gonna press the button. As it gets all flinky. And make sure it's set in. On both screens, seeing the magic happen. Right, so now it's cut out. You can kind of see the posting where it cut. Image. So what I'm gonna do now is cut off the excess with my little paper cutter here, because you never know when you're gonna need a certain amount. I like to save every piece of vinyl. It's not always cheap. I hate that so much really does go to waste with certain things. And here we go. It's on here. I barely see it, but it's on here. We're gonna pick out in a second.
So here you see it's all cut out, looking all pretty. I'm going to be using my small Cricut iron for this one, my mini iron, and I'm setting it to the medium heat. Before every project, I always double check on the Cricut website the heat menu they have laid out for specific materials and which kind of vinyl you're going to use to see how long to do it. So in this case, I decided it was like a medium heat, and I held it around for like maybe 30 seconds just because I was going back and forth on it too to make sure it really on the hat. What I should have done, as you'll see later in the video that I did, is I should have had a fabric-like material inside of the hat to give it some more structure and to have something to press on. So halfway through ironing it is when I finally gave it that more stability with some special strong fabric I had laying around that I knew could take the heat and was sturdy enough to put inside the hat. And as you can see here, I'm moving around the piece of vinyl and I'm just trying to get it really centered and making sure it's as even and in place as to where I want it on the hat, and that it's actually going to sit nicely and that it's balanced, especially with how the characters are set. And then when I finally was happy of the placement, I was ready to put some heat to it. This part was very tedious in making sure that the alignment that I originally set wasn't being shifted and everything was going to be in place. And I wanted to make sure everything got the same amount of heat to make sure it was properly sticking to the hat material. And then after I was done ironing on the vinyl, it was all done. Some parts I had to really smooth out again with some extra heat. But overall, it came out smooth.